9 years after the last Batman Arkham game, we got blessed with Suicide Squad killed the Justice League. And to say it was received poorly kind of feels like an understatement. Everyone I've seen talk about it pretty much hates it. But today, I'm going to 100% it, collect every single achievement, see if it was really that bad. We start off by meeting this lovely group of individuals who then proceed to plant bombs inside of each other's heads. Then we break into the Hall of Justice where we steal some gear. Boomerang got Flash's speed gauntlet. Harley got Batman's grappling drone. Shark got Riddler's hat of invisibility. And Deadshot got a jetpack. Seems kind of lame compared to everyone else, but it's alright. Next, I make my way to complete my first mission, where we get introduced to these ugly purple dudes who we will fight for the rest of the game. And after we take those guys down, we get immediately caught by Green Lantern. And he decides to take us on a city tour, because why not? Then we got saved by the Flash, who we have to save right after, because Green Lantern pummeled his insides. We then chose to reside in a building to hide out, but just so happens that that building is inhabited by my glorious king, the Dark Knight. My glorious king then decides to graciously knock us all out. But then we are saved by the Flash again, and we walk away relatively unharmed. If you're wondering why the Justice League is trying to kill us, it's because there's this big purple dude named Brainiac, and he mind controlled the entire Justice League, except Wonder Woman. And the only way to stop them is...
You have to kill us, Diana. We have to die to save the world.
We make our way back to the Hall of Justice where Wonder Woman is lurking, and Deadshot decides to try and shoot her, because that's efficient. Anyways, we are then told to go capture our very own Penguin so he can make some weapons for us. So then we can shoot the Justice League with bullets. So after finding all that out, we then try to escape and leave. But that obviously doesn't work, because if it did, the game would be over in like an hour, and that's not very cool. Now that we're stuck trying to kill the Justice League, we go find some squad members to help us. We already got our Penguin, then we go get this tiny dude and this tiny girl. So now we're ready to kill the Justice League since we got these two tiny people and a Penguin. We then decide to touch butts, and while we're touching butts, Lex Luthor and the Flash show up. They fight. The Flash obviously destroys Lex Luthor, and now it's our turn to fight the Flash. But before we can do that, Brainiac drops a giant cannon from the sky, we destroy the cannon, and now we can fight the Flash. But instead, the Flash decides to run away. We then whip up this device to make us resistant to Flash's attacks. Now it's time for round 2. We start up our live to every screen in Metropolis.
What are you doing, mate? I'm smiling.
And Flash proceeds to fall into our trap, where we then kill him with guns. The fastest man alive, defeated by guns. After we beat the Flash, we got sent to another dimension where we found an alternate Lex Luthor who we had to save and bring back to our world, so now he's our Lex Luthor. Our next step is to kill Green Lantern, which may seem daunting, but don't worry, we got guns. And it works, we kill him. After defeating Green Lantern, Sharky Boy puts the ring on his pinky, becomes the drippiest man alive, or shark, and makes this giant green shark, sends it straight at Brainiac's ship. Looks awesome, one of my favorite scenes in the game. It is sick. And then Superman shows up. Him and Wonder Woman start fighting. Wonder Woman tries to use kryptonite on him. You figured it would work, but it does not. So we have to find a new way to kill Superman. And for that, we head to the Batcave to ask Batman personally how to kill Superman. That obviously doesn't work, so Batman uses fear toxin on us. Harley reverses it, and then we got this awesome boss fight. I mean, I know he's just like a giant bullet sponge, but visually, this boss fight is like amazing. I loved it. It was great. We then bring Batman back to Lex Luthor.
Damn, boy!
Lex runs some blood tests on Batman and makes this yellow kryptonite for Superman. And that's how we're gonna beat Superman, with that yellow kryptonite. And, well, we actually did it. We killed Superman. After our triumphant victory, we go for a group high five, and we get frozen, teleported to Brainiac's ship, and we get to meet him for the first time in all of his disgusting glory. And as he's talking to us, Lex Luthor teleports us back to his place. It is now time to fight Brainiac. And you know what he does? He turns into the Flash, like we haven't already beat the Flash. And now, since he is someone that we've already beaten before, we beat him. and we kill Brainiac. And we can group high five successfully. Now that the main story is done, it's time for part 2, which is just cleanup, doing the rest of the achievements, and then I'll be done. Also, these are all the achievements I got through playing the main story. I know they didn't pop up, some of them didn't record, so I wasn't gonna show them all, because it would have been a mess. First, I start off with completing every single support squad mission.
You're rubbing off on them.
After the support squad missions, I went to go get all the Riddler trophies, do all the Riddler challenges, and solve all the riddles.
Money talks.
Too damn easy.
This ain't so bad. Could have used some brain teasers to...
Congratulations! Somehow the 4 of you managed to solve my...
I then got 2 more achievements by speaking to Poison Ivy and supercharging an affliction.
Smell that nitrogen.
And then Toy Man for eluding a weapon. I didn't actually record me eluding the weapon for the achievement, so here's this clip of me not eluding a weapon, so just pretend I'm eluding it here, and the achievement pops up in the bottom right. Also, while cleaning up all that stuff, I managed to get my last 3 characters to max level, getting me 3 more achievements.
That's that, Riddle. So consider you...
What are the humble? Food?
And after all that, I started working on incursion missions, getting all the achievements through those. Now this grind was pretty annoying. Not annoying, just more so not... It's just the same 3 missions over and over again. It was kind of boring, but also the gameplay was fun enough to keep me not that bored. But it was something. Ten more. This is taking forever. Only 5 more, man. I'm done. I did it. And in the background of while I was doing the incursion missions, I was also working on the support squad contracts, since you need to do 100 of them. A lot of people say that's the most annoying achievement and hardest, but it wasn't that bad. It was fine. I also got an achievement for hitting squad level 50 during these missions.
The healing power of pretzels.
Also during those missions, I got 3 more achievements for getting 3 sets of 3 different tiers of Bane Infamy sets, gear, stuff, things. Yep. I now only have 2 achievements left, so I went and got the second to last one, which was defeat 10 Raising Hell squads. Only needed 1 more.
All day.
TFX, are you being particularly competent today?
Now, I'm here to collect my final achievement. All I have to do is press this button, and the game will be over for me.
We begin at the Arkham
There we go.
Asylum for
The game is over.
insane.
Now, was it really as bad as everyone says it is? No, I don't think so. The gameplay was really fun, kept me engaged, I thought it was enjoyable. The missions is probably my biggest critique. Towards the end game, you're really just replaying the same 3 missions over and over again. That could get pretty repetitive and boring. I didn't mind it though until I got to like mastery 15, like around that area. It got pretty rough. Now the story is what I think most people dislike the most, and like their biggest critique. But I really didn't mind it. I thought the story was pretty alright. I know people don't like because it messes with stuff from the Arkhamverse or whatever, but I don't really care. I kind of played this game as its own thing, and I think it helped me enjoy it way more than most people. I also only paid $3 for it, so I think that that also helps me enjoy it way more than someone who paid $70. I'm not really good at reviews, but that's my little review of the game. Anyways, that's about it. Freaking later.